What's going on, everybody? Back at it here with another New York Giants video. It's been a while. I took about the last 6 weeks off to, relax, take in the off season, collect my thoughts, what my goals are for the YouTube channel this upcoming season for Big Blue Avenue. And I'm excited to be back talking some New York football Giants. But before I get into this video, friendly neighborhood reminder, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter at Big Blue Avenue. And a friendly neighborhood reminder to partner with BetUS. You can sign up with our promo code below at Join125, get a 125% sign-up bonus where you can bet on the go anywhere, anytime. That's BetUS, America's #1 favorite sports book where the game begins. Let's get into the mandatory minicamp takeaways. I'm very excited to talk about minicamp, what's been going on. We know all 7 rookies have signed their rookie deals with the Giants, ending with John Michael Schmitz, who was the last one to sign. We also know at this point who the Giants' undrafted rookie free agents are. Standouts include Habakkuk Baldonado, Bryce Ford Wheaton, the receiver out of West Virginia, that everybody's high on, and of course the local native Tommy DeVito, quarterback out of Illinois. So those are just a few notables of the undrafted rookie free agent class. We also know that the Giants' 2023 schedule came out. 5 primetime games this year, 7 of the first 11 on the road. And the Giants are getting to work early on this. They penciled Dexter Lawrence to a massive contract extension, 4 years, $90 million, which I'm very excited about. They brought O'Shea Zimenez back on a 1-year deal after failing to address the edge rusher position in the draft. Maybe I shouldn't say failing, maybe just not meeting, the value not meeting where the Giants were selecting. We know the Giants traded up to get Jalen Hyatt, and it's just the way the draft panned out. Sometimes you're not going to get your guy at a certain position, and, Giants waited till the draft was over to bring back O'Shea. But I want to talk about some things that have really impressed me. I mean, Paris Campbell, Darius Slayton, and Isaiah Hodgins have all been leaders so far in minicamp. They've made some impressive plays. Daniel Jones seems to be developing great chemistry with Paris Campbell coming over from the Colts. Darren Waller and Daniel Bellinger, by the way, did you see the guns on Daniel Bellinger? My goodness, the dude looks jacked, very muscular, spent a lot of the time in the offseason getting super fit. Giants trading for Darren Waller. Expect to see a lot of 2 tight end sets this season. I'm very excited for what's in store for Darren Waller and Daniel Bellinger in this New York Football Giants offense. And it seems like Waller and Jones are getting some good chemistry. John Michael Schmitz getting some first-team reps at center. Right now it's been mainly Ben Bredesen, but when Schmitz steps in as the first-team center, Bredesen will kick out to left guard. The first-team offensive line to start minicamp was Andrew Thomas, Shane Lemieux, Ben Bredesen, Mark Lewinsky, and Evan Neal. But expect John Michael Schmitz to start at center this season, barring anything crazy. I'm really high on him out of Minnesota. Now, I want to talk to you about what happened today. Well, actually, one other thing I wanted to point out before going into today's news was Nick McLeod, who was a special teams contributor for the Giants last year, made a lot of tackles, served as a gunner, getting some first-team reps at the safety position next to Xavier McKinney, ahead of Dane Belton and Bobby McCain. McLeod was claimed off waivers at the end of last year's preseason via the Buffalo Bills. McLeod came in and made a really nice contribution early on to the special teams unit. Thomas McGaughey is very high on him, and Wink Martindale's also gotten him some reps on defense. So I think it'll be an interesting competition between the veteran Bobby McCain, who the Giants brought in on a 1-year deal, second-year safety Dane Belton, who showed flashes that were really promising in his rookie year, and then, of course, Nick McLeod. And you can't count out Jervarius Owens, the safety out of Houston, who could potentially take on the Dane Belton role this year and play some special teams if the Giants elect to move McLeod back to corner, backup corner, and make Belton the starter. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of offseason left to be, unfolded here. But Let's get into the news today. The Giants went ahead and signed another interior defensive lineman. This time it was Kobe Smith, who turns 25 years old next week. He went undrafted in 2020. He's 6'2", 312 pounds, spent 4 seasons at the University of South Carolina. He played in the XFL for San Antonio this year, spent 2022 on Atlanta's practice squad. He's also spent time with the Eagles, the Bucs, and the Titans. He's never appeared in an NFL game. I don't know what to think of this signing. I think this is insurance for depth purposes. We know DJ Davidson is recovering from an injury, the rookie from last year. And the way I look at this is a body for camp, right? Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence are the 2 confirmed starters on that defensive line. Ashawn Robinson, free agent who previously played with the LA Rams. You also have Raheem Nunez-Roches, and those are pretty much the 4 locks to make the roster, in my opinion. And then that 5th spot could go to one of 3, in my opinion. DJ Davidson, Jordan Riley, the rookie out of Oregon, or potentially Ryder Anderson, who did a really nice job this past season. But now that the depth's piling on, it makes me wonder, could the Giants possibly keep 6? I don't know exactly, but the fact that they bring in Kobe Smith is quite interesting. He's not making the 53-man roster unless he has the best preseason of all time, like Alex Bachman times 2 of last season. I know not the best comparison since they play different positions, but yeah, Kobe Smith is a depth signing, and the transacting move was the waiving of tight end Andre Miller, undrafted rookie free agent out of Maine last season, played some H-back. He got hurt. Giants, again, have some better tight end depth this season in the locker room with guys like Tommy Sweeney and Lawrence Keeger backing up Darren Waller and Daniel Bellinger. Chris Myrick also playing that H-back role as well. The Giants brought back Myrick, so that possibly could have been the Giants' way of saying, thanks for your service, Dre Miller, but we're going to move in a different direction. The last thing I want to talk about in this video is the Giants apparently, according to reports, this is all speculation, but there have been a few confirmed reports today, including Ian Rappaport. The Giants are close to a long-term extension with captain running back Saquon Barkley. We know the Giants placed the $10.1 million franchise tag on him back in early April. Again, it's been a little back and forth during the season, during the bye week, before the draft, after the draft. Talks have resumed, and they're progressing fast. The Giants, accordingly, have sent Barkley an undeniable contract offer around $14 million. Now, we know the running back market has plummeted. We saw the release of Dalvin Cook of the Minnesota Vikings, which surprised many people about a week ago. We know that running backs aren't getting paid as much as they are anymore. We see what's happened to guys like Todd Gurley, even Christian McCaffrey to an extent. And now the market right now, Barkley has come out and said he does not want to reset the running back market, which I think has helped the Giants in a way, and Barkley has also helped himself. He knows what he's worth, but he knows that he can't reset the market right now for his position, knowing that Barkley came off a torn ACL in 2020, 2021. He was still recovering. I mean, he played, but you could see he wasn't 100%. And this past season, he was dominant. Can he have another dominant season? I think $14 million is fair. It's slightly higher than what I would have liked to have given him. I would have preferred between the $12 to $13 million range, but the salary cap's continuing to go up. We don't know what it's going to be like next year. It will lower Barkley's cap hit for 2023. The Giants will have a little bit of more wiggle room to allocate resources in other areas to work with throughout the season. We know the Giants have signed all their draft picks, but if there's a big injury in preseason or training camp and the Giants need to make a move, they're able to. Again, currently all $10.1 million of Barkley's salary is against the cap. You extend Barkley, and you'll probably lower that cap hit heading into the 2023 season. And once again, July 17th is the deadline for Barkley to sign. Otherwise, he'll either play 2023 on the franchise tag or potentially sit out. But, folks, that's pretty much all I've got right now on the New York Football Giants, I'm excited to see if a contract offer and a done deal is on the horizon for Saquon Barkley. I'm excited to see a lot more out of the newcomers on both sides of the football than Darren Waller, Paris Campbell, John Michael Schmitz, Raheem Nunez-Roches, Bobby Okereke, who I didn't even really touch upon much in this video, who had very high things to say about Micah McFadden. So I'm very excited to see what's in store for the New York Giants heading into 2023. We'll have more videos coming up, and I'm sure we'll have a video soon once Barkley signs the long-term extension. But folks, friendly neighborhood reminder to check us out on all of our social media platforms on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter at Big Blue Avenue. And folks, without further ado, let's go Big Blue.